So man, make ready, pretty important thing. It keeps you from looking like a spaz, keeps you from losing matches, keeps you from being in bad places, right? Most common issue that I see at class, and then I've also seen it multiple times at matches, is the failure to have any sort of distinctive process to make ready. We get clicks instead of booms all the time, and I think that the reason that that kind of thing occurs is because there's never been a consequence for it in most people's lives. So they go to the range with their homies and they draw the gun, they get the click instead of the boom, and they're like, oh, wait a minute, we'll just start over. You know, it's inconsequential for most people's experience. But I think if you pay $1,000 to get a plane ticket, $500 for a hotel room, $500 for a rental car, you go to a match that costs a $300 entry fee, you've been training for it for 3 to 4 months, and that happens to you and you like lose because of it, like that's a pretty big consequence.
It's just money. It's made up.
Once something like that happens, and obviously on the defensive side, like bad things happen, right? If your gun doesn't go off when you want it to. I think that's what causes a change of mindset. And I think we can just easily decide to just not do this anymore and all of our problems will go away. Before I do anything, check supplemental equipment on the gun. Red dot, is it turned on? Is the battery still working in it? That'd be cool. Is it set to the appropriate brightness setting, requisite the conditions I anticipate using it in? And so I wanna check all that before I ever load the gun. Once it's gun loading time, I will lock the gun to the rear. 2 reasons. Number one, I think the gun works best when it's working under its own organic devices, not human interaction, right? The vast majority of malfunctions that I see during the loading sequence come from the human interaction with the gun, so like riding slides forward, charging handles with the rifles, that kind of thing. Number 2 is, if this magazine sucks and I just don't know it yet, by recreating the loading sequence the way the gun would organically create it, I'm potentially getting a glimpse into my future. So if I load this thing in there and I get a failure to load of whatever reason, what I'm gonna do is just crap can this magazine. I'm probably not gonna use it, just go to another one. When I'm going to load the gun and actually get the magazine, I go from somewhere that's not the speed reload, not the emergency reload kind of thing. Number 1, because words mean things and this ain't an emergency, right? Number 2 is, it's completely illogical. It makes my head hurt when people do stuff like this. Right? It's like, did you know you could just pull from that one and it's less steps and you don't have to, it's weird. And then also they say, oh, well, I always replace it. Well, except for at my class, because they don't replace it and they go for the air reload and then they get their loss of the fantastic challenge that we're doing and they go away sad. I pull it from somewhere that's not my emergency reload, put it into the gun, drop the slide. At this point in my life, I'm under the assumption the gun is loaded. The reason it's an assumption is because I can't see it. Plenty of times, stuck a magazine in a gun, slide went home a little bit soon, didn't know about it yet. And so I want to know that I know that I know. So normally I shoot a pistol with my hands in this orientation. All I'm going to do is take this lobster claw muscle, not threading, sewing, needle fingers, that, right? And grip into the top of the gun with that lobster claw muscle, pull it ever so slightly back, and what I'm looking for is to feel that. So that feels way different than an empty gaping hole. There's also, you can grab your dot if you want to and pry on it. There's a number of different ways to do it, but just have some sort of method to know that you know the gun's loaded. From there, I pop the back strap, make sure it's back in the battery. I know that this gun's loaded. You ain't gotta do exactly that. Heck, I ain't your real daddy, you ain't gotta do none of this. But have a way to do it, man, because above all things, we should strive to be professional gun handlers. On the flat range, cotton ball cloud days, sun shining, got our Under Armour t-shirts on like we're all out there throwing down. Every now and then some weird stuff happens. You get a click instead of a boom. It is what it is. A lot of magazine changes happening. But if it's for score or for life, I think you should have a make-ready process that eliminates the possibility of something like that happening. And I think when it happens to you on the flat range, that it should bother you. I don't chuckle about it when it happens to me on the flat range. So a click instead of a boom is a failure on my part to maintain status weapon. I don't like that, even on a flat range when it doesn't matter. But I ensure that it doesn't happen anytime outside of that where I'm going to be scored or where I'm going after something that matters to me. Outside of that, have some kind of process. And then it's time to shoot some guns.